makes this event special? Something you guys always like to come back to?
I mean, there's just so much love for Big Orange here in the Mid-State, and you see it. We come out and there's 3,000 fans out here, and every year we've come, it's been that way. It can be cold, it can be raining, or it can be a beautiful night like tonight. And the people just come out to show the love and support to our girls, and I know it means so much to our girls to feel that and to be able to come here and kind of give back to them, and we're going to stay here tonight and sign all the autographs we possibly can. But just what a cool environment, and it's something we do look forward to every year.
And over time, it's kind of turned into a second home. Tony was telling me this is the only other place in Tennessee you guys play besides home, obviously.
It is, and I got to give a lot of credit to Tony. When we first got to Tennessee, he was the city manager in Bristol, and they had been running a Bristol Classic there with Virginia Tech and Tennessee every year. And he said, hey, are you guys willing to continue to do this? And we said, sure. And that was a cool event. And then when Tony came over here, talked to us about, I want to start the same thing, and it's been awesome. Yeah,
and talking about the game a little bit, obviously you mentioned the support. Is that kind of that much more fuel? Obviously you guys don't need any more fuel, but to put on a show for them kind of, is that a goal at all?
It is. It's an interesting balance because, there's nowhere we go where it's quite this kind of atmosphere. We play in SEC stadiums, but everybody's yelling against you, of course. And so, we talked a lot this week about some of the distractions that are going to, present themselves. Warm-up is completely different. We're not in batting cages, a little different, just pregame feel and pregame protocol from SEC play. But the importance of just managing that and, really leaning into celebrating and enjoying this atmosphere, but not letting, yourself get overwhelmed and your eyes get too big. And I thought our team did as good a job of that tonight as any team we brought here.
Yeah, and getting to Savai'a, I guess coming into the program, what kind of initially, obviously your speed I'm sure stood out, but what kind of impressed you initially before the season even started?
Well, the speed was there, so you knew there were going to be some tools to work with. I watched her this past summer in travel ball, and she'd already committed to us, but I just saw this big improvement in her in travel ball and had a feeling that, she was going to have a chance to play, but a lot of it depended on her and how she approached things. And she's just one of the best learners I've ever coached. She has the ability to take the information and to apply it, pretty much right away, and apply it without drama and ego and the emotions sometimes that a lot of freshmen have to get past in order to make adjustments. And she's just very methodical about what she does. She's got really, really good composure. And because of that, she's been able to have success already.
Yeah, and obviously the speed's there. What are some areas specifically she's kind of grown since coming into the program or really impressed you?
Her throwing has improved a lot. We talked about it in the fall, and I really like what she's done with just strengthening her arm a little bit and even developing better accuracy. And she's just real clean with her fielding. She's learned how much focus you have to put into it and the attention to detail. But again, there was zero resistance on that. It's just like you coach her and she's going to do it.
Yeah. And obviously there was a lot of home support for her, a bit of pressure, I guess. How does she, I'm going to talk to her obviously, but how do you think she kind of handles that and wades through that going into this game?
I think she handled it tremendously well. And we have 3 girls from the Mid-State, Ryan Brown and Laura Miller also. And just with the fanfare pregame, with her grandfather throwing out the ball, that's really, really cool. But I thought she just kept her focus. Once the game started, she kept her focus where it needed to be and on the process, and I thought she had excellent at-bats.
Yeah. That's all I got for you, Coach. Really appreciate it. It was great meeting you.
Nice to meet you, too.